You're dropping in on me not pressing record. I've pressed record now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sanctuary, the store of the show.
Take two.
Take two. The show where we actually read comics. I'm so good at this. As you can see, things look a little different. Don't mind all the cords. I literally have no way of hiding them. As long as you can see the book, that's what matters to me. But yeah, man, look at this.
All our favorite colors too.
Yeah. Can they see yours? I know the laptop's right
Just
there.
a little bit. I feel like.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Gotta make
like
sure you're.
I checked.
your
Like I
bones
checked
there.
when I placed the camera that you can see all of the mics.
Yeah. No, we thank you, Jason, for printing all of these. Thank you,
Yes.
George, for helping.
Thank you.
He ran in, helped me set all this up, and then was basically like, "Yo, I gotta go," because he has other work things to do. But we got it set up. It is recording. Hopefully, it's gonna sound a lot better than the first couple of episodes. But for now, I don't think we have much time to dilly-dally because we have a lot to discuss before we even get to this.
Sure.
So much so I had to make a list on my phone to make sure I didn't forget anything.
News.
Yeah.
Well, you want to start
Do
off
we
on the
wa-
most recent news?
That is true. Yesterday, right? We got the Doomsday trailer. There was a new Avengers Doomsday trailer.
Yep, I have not watched it.
You
yet.
did not watch it yet?
I-
I watched it. I watched it like twice because one I watched it when I was getting ready in the morning, and then I watched it again. Noah, give your takes. You're more positive than me.
This trailer didn't do anything for me.
Okay, I'm making sure I'm not the only one.
It's
I
not a hot take.
Like I just have no faith in their ability to make this a good movie.
It is.
See, I don't think it's anything on that. It's just like you got a little glimpse of Doctor Doom again in the beginning of the trailer.
Mhm.
But other than that, it's like stuff that we've already seen either with leaks or all the pictures that they posted.
Mhm.
I'm just like, okay, there's nothing new. Like, I knew Steve was coming back. I knew the X-Men were in it. It was just things that I already knew.
Mhm.
So it wasn't like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm hyped. If I didn't hear or see pictures or know anything previously, I'd be like, okay, I'm a little bit more hyped.
For
But
me, the trailer literally felt like, here are all the people that are in this movie.
Mhm.
The trailer. Line, person. Line, person. Line, person, 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 line. Doctor Doom, person. Line, person. Professor Xavier getting flashbanged. Line. Old Patrick Stewart is like,
stop. Oh, man.
but it was funny.
But I'm still not a huge fan of Mystique's.
I saw
Character
people.
design.
Yeah, I saw
I don't
people
know.
point it out. I was like, that don't look like Mystique.
I don't know.
remember.
don't
I
know.
prefer that she's wearing clothes.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great step forward. That in general, I mean, I think the costume is really good, but
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just I haven't read like a ton of X-Men, but it's just like all the stuff on her face.
Yeah, but that's kind of how she looked in the Fox movies.
Yeah, and the Fox movies aren't
Yeah,
particularly
it kind of
good.
blended more in, but
Mhm.
it's just like her
They
skin
tried
is
to-
overall just like clear blue, and then her face is just like the scales. kind of thing.
Okay, I'll be honest. I watched maybe the first one of those and not any of the other ones.
And also the Fox X-Men movies weren't particularly good.
Yeah. So
And
I-
there
was
were
some.
some highlights, but like on
and
a
then
whole,
you get how they did not Daredevil, Deadpool and Wolverine Origins. You know,
like
Wolverine Origins.
the greatest movie ever made.
Favorite part is just Hugh Jackman jumping off the waterfall butt naked.
Listen. As bad as that movie is, made some great tie-in video games out of it. They had this one for the DS. I played the hell out of it. I played it all.
I know what you're talking about. They're good.
But yeah, I don't know. I was more excited to see the Batman Part 2 camera test of just Robert Pattinson in a new bat suit. It is a new bat suit. The ears are longer.
Just a little bit
And
longer.
they look so much better though, dude. It's so funny.
Batman should have long ears.
For Spider-Man fans, it's the logo. For Batman fans, it's ear length.
Yeah,
That's
really
the nitpick. But unfortunately, at the end of that, I guess we can go into that. Another delay for Batman Part 2, 2028.
Pattinson's just a busy man.
So, no, actually.
It's not it?
Did you hear why it actually got delayed?
No.
Warner Brothers pushed it back because October 1st is when J.J. Abrams wanted to release his movie that I didn't know existed until this news came out. I don't even remember the name of it. It was just J.J. Abrams is going to be releasing a movie that Warner Brothers is producing that day, and we don't want the competition, so push it all the way back to February of
I'm
next
sorry,
year.
but Batman takes priority.
Batman takes priority. We were going to have a super bat year. Like, come on. That what 2027 would have been for me.
Like, unfortunately, we do not live in that timeline.
We do not live in a cruel and just society, unfortunately.
Though we could be living in a worse society. Thankfully though the Ellisons purchasing of Warner Brothers has been paused.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, did you see that?
Yes.
This is how dense this last week has been.
a lot of
I
info.
felt like a lunatic releasing last episode, knowing on the side I was like, I wish I could have talked about all this stuff instead of us like babbling about Adam Driver for 10 minutes. But yeah. So, and then the Paramount buyout of Warner's got paused because the judge decided it violated antitrust laws.
Which it does.
Which it does. 100%. That's not a hot take. Not even getting into like the actual like political stuff behind it. Like the idea of Paramount owning this many properties is insane. Warner is selling their company for like really no reason. It's basically so Zaslav can leave.
Which 2 years ago I would have been like, yes, get Zaslav out of there. And I still get Zaslav out of there, but not at the cost of replacing him with the Ellisons.
No. In funny news, Joe Quesada threatens a sequel to Spider-Man One More Day. This actually happened. I will put it up on screen right now.
Oh my gosh.
Two more day is real, guys.
Release 2 more day, you coward. You won't.
Stop. No.
Yeah. Tons.
Spider-Man fans deserve 2 more day.
Spider-Man fans. If Batman fans had to get Hatouche, Spider-Man
Oh
must
my
have
gosh.
2 more day. And it better be called 2 more day.
I'm not here for this. I don't agree with either one of these guys. These goons.
I don't. I got called a goon on my own show. This is messed up.
In all fairness, I only want 2 more day because it would be very funny.
It'd be just as bad. Other smaller news. I don't know if you saw, but Ram V showed that he is writing issue 13 of New Gods, so that book is not dead, which is great.
Think the universe.
Love that book.
I wish Christian was here because I know he'd be very excited about that because I know he really likes that book.
Yes, it is good. I love New Gods.
Yes. I'm currently still reading his Detective Comics, so I was thinking once I'm done with that, I'll bounce to another thing and then New Gods. I got so much stuff to read.
It never ends.
It never ends comics. It's never going to end.
Comics
It
never.
never ends.
No, there's always something.
There's that. Then, probably the biggest news, Marvel has a new editor-in-chief.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sam Wacker. Which
in my opinion, at the very least, we'll have Wacker is a fan of Kamala Khan,
He was the editor behind the first Kamala Khan book. He was the one that really...
we can at least expect for her to have something to do.
Yes.
Which
also the editor
itself would be an improvement.
For you, editor, you might know, is behind Matt Fraction's Hawkeye.
Which is a very good book.
Okay.
Well, book I would like to discuss soon, honestly.
Like, it is fairly high on...
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had. That's why I brought it up.
No.
Like, My Life as a Weapon is fairly high on my list.
He has been behind a lot of, I would say, some of the highest highs for Marvel in the 2010s outside of, like, X-Men. I don't think he did any X-Men, like the Krakoa era stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so this is a good person to have behind the wheel there at Marvel.
We hope.
We hope.
Like, at the very least, like, he hopefully will not be worse than the person he's replacing.
Yeah.
Because the person he was replacing did not leave the company in a good spot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the big downside, though, is Marvel is leaving New York. They are moving their office to L.A., which I know a lot of people... Like, how big of a deal this is, people from D.C. are like, man, when we had to make that move, that sucked. So I wish the best for all of y'all. And it's like, oh, it was that bad? Oh, no.
It's like crazy.
It's like, because the
Did
thing
they
is...
say why?
Like,
money.
It's almost certainly money. But like, the thing is though that it really sucks because when you think Marvel, you think New York City.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Like, New York City is the lifeblood of the company.
New York just renamed a road to Jack Kirby Way, like not but a month or two ago.
Yeah, and dipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's messed up, guys. That's cold.
Right.
But yeah. And then kind of the last really big thing is San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend. When I upload the episode on Friday, it will already have been started. So expect next week's episode to be just a lot of that.
Yep.
We're going to get Dennis Camp's new book confirmed. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Batman. Oh, it's Batman. I don't know.
I do not know what
we
it
don't.
is.
I really don't. I can't. I don't know what it is at this point. I don't know. I'm very curious. I'm very curious.
I think potential X-Men casting news too.
There's been a couple this week. I know you said that apparently Adam Driver is now Mr. Sinister, not Magneto.
Allegedly. But there has been interviews with Kevin Feige where he's just like hasn't said anything, and he's.
Did
just
you
like,
see what he said about Blade?
Yeah. He feels like a massive failure for not getting that Blade movie. Which is good. You should feel like a failure.
Also, in that same interview, he was like, "Well, we didn't want to just put him in a trench coat and have him kill vampires," and everyone's like, "Wait, it's Blade!
That's what you do."
And what do you mean? It's Blade!
I know. He's like, "Well, at least like we got Wesley Snipes back." Like that's how he started it off, and I'm like, "Don't come on." We asked you.
You didn't get Wesley Snipes back. Ryan Reynolds got Wesley Snipes back.
Right, which is one of the few good things that Ryan Reynolds has done for comic book movies.
Yeah.
I'm still not over ruining Green Lantern and then spending the rest of his career trashing Green Lantern.
Yeah.
He's the biggest reason that Green Lantern was bad.
Okay, all right, hold on. He didn't make the movie.
Yeah, but his performance ruined the movie.
Okay, hold on. There's a lot more that goes into a bad performance than just actor bad. We know he can be a good actor. But we also know for certain that the director did not know what he was doing on set. Now, I agree that the biggest hater of Green Lantern that has promoted the Green Lantern bad propaganda is Ryan Reynolds. Mm. That is true.
And it's also he's kind of the primary person that I do not want saying Green Lantern bad, because again, if his performance was good, then we'd say it's a boring movie, but he was good in it.
Fair enough.
Like we say about Superman Returns.
I've never watched it.
Superman Returns is not a good movie, but Brandon Routh is very good in it. Superman Returns, not a good movie.
Okay, understood. I've never watched it. I know he showed back up in the Arrowverse, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I liked that movie growing up.
Yeah,
like
when I was little, yeah.
I mean, like, it does have a bright spot, which is Brandon Routh is very, very good as Superman.
Fair enough.
Like,
I don't know anything about it. Like I said,
but like, yep, and like good enough that when they brought him back for the Arrowverse, it's one of the few not terrible things the Arrowverse did.
Yeah, there's some all right parts of that.
None of them have to do with the primary show.
Listen, hey man, they had a Glee reunion. Do you know this?
Oh, I didn't watch
Grant
any of
Gustin
that stuff.
and I apologize. I
Benoist.
don't remember the. Oh, what'd you say?
Melissa Benoist.
Thank you. We're both cast members on Glee, so the Flash and Supergirl crossover was a musical.
Nice.
Yep. And
The song isn't that bad either. They have a song called Super Friends about how they're super friend.
That really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
like,
I feel like I'm getting lost in the weeds here, but yeah,
Well, back to Kevin Feige.
Yes.
He mentioned that Adam Driver always has just declined every role that they offered him.
Okay, so he hasn't actually been brought on. He's just been offered. Who knows?
It's Kevin Feige. He's like, it's a
Like, Kevin
mystery.
Feige
And
likes to play
interviewer
his
is
cards-
like trying to get it out
like
of him.
Kevin Feige likes to play his cards close-ish to the chest.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Like, we get a ton of leaks from Marvel. Almost none of them come from Kevin Feige
Well, yeah.
because that's kind of his job.
Well, yeah, you would hope so.
He's good at it.
I mean,
Like-
as a guy who is super invested in the video games, I despise leaks. I don't think they're fun. I'm okay with the occasional set photo every now and again. Like the number one thing that got me hyped was for Superman was all the pictures people were taking of David Corenswet in public dressed up as Superman, and I was like, "That's Superman! That's him!"
Yeah. He looked good.
Like that was like to the point where when I saw all the set photos that were coming out of the Spider-Man filming in London, I was like, I feel like these are planted photos. These feel
The first couple ones, I mean, that got me hyped.
Yeah.
The one of him just standing and then the whole crowd behind him. I was like,
yeah. There's no way that
That was
wasn't
my
a professional
wallpaper forever.
But it is sick. No, I
Such
agree.
a good picture.
But it's good marketing.
Yeah.
To the point where like there's a part of me that's like, I have a strong feeling we're not gonna see a good chunk of what we see in these photos in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Almost everything you saw from that Superman set, I was like, oh yeah. That we saw like almost all of it in the movie, I'm pretty sure. But with the Spider-Man ones, I'm like, we might see that entire car chase through the city. We might not. Who really knows?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I just one of those things where I'm like, I'm just a tad suspicious because I'm like, company sees the thing the other company did, and they also just so happen to have a bunch of photos that people are taking of the set. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm always a skeptical person though, so I could just be throwing mud.
Yep. Like, yeah, I also like don't have a huge amount of faith for the Spider-Man movie because like
No, I think it's gonna be great.
I think it's gonna be
This is the first Marvel movie I've been confident in since Infinity War.
like
Well, let's hear why.
it's purely because of how much I did not like No Way Home. I think that No Way Home was a very bad movie that people only liked because of nostalgia.
Correct.
Like,
No, you're not wrong.
like it is.
But
Like,
it's good nostalgia, and Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe shows back up, and once again, just
Dude.
like the Sam Raimi movies, he's the best part of that movie.
Like,
Golly,
I felt
when he
like
took
I
him
felt
through
like
the
I was
freaking
like,
floor.
I felt like I was being told like I was being told like to quote the Rich Evans thing. I know that thing. I saw that thing that I know. I pointed and I laughed and I clapped.
We're peeking that mic.
Like it's like I felt like it felt almost insulting. Like
I didn't
But,
feel that way, but also
I don't
when
know.
I saw it, it was still like COVID times, and I needed anything at that point.
Like,
I watched that in an empty theater.
It got me back into like my nerdy side.
Yeah.
I started collecting anything Spider-Man related, and then that led me to comic books.
I think it has its goods and it has its merits. I'm not going to sit here and be like, actually, I think it was a fantastic movie and you're wrong. I think it's one of those, all media seems to have this cycle now where thing release, everyone like, give a couple months, everyone dislike.
I just liked it.
Okay, but to finish my point, it's like people like Thing, and now all of a sudden Thing bad, and it only takes a couple months for that to happen.
I think it's always bad.
Well, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying here. It happened to Deadpool and Wolverine, and it happened to this movie, and I think when it comes to these two movies in specific, if you're going in there looking for high art, you're going in with the wrong expectations. I am surprised people had any other expectations for No Way Home than just a big old, look at how sick Spider-Man is. Spider-Man movies are awesome, right, guys? Here's the Spider-Man thing you like. Here's the Spider-Man thing you like. Here's that for you Andrew Garfield freaks. Like, I feel like that's what the movie promised from the beginning, and that's what the movie gave. So I really don't see the problem with it.
Yeah, like,
that's how I feel, at least.
I just want my films to at least have be a competent film without nostalgia.
Yeah, but they
I'm not asking for greatness.
Yeah, no. But
I'm just asking for a movie that is like that. If somebody without the nostalgia for this thing walks into the movie, they'll at least enjoy themselves.
That's fair. I just still am like, I don't feel like they lied in marketing or anything and said the movie was going to be anything else other than what it was, you know?
Yep.
That's at least how I feel about it.
Right, so.
But yeah, for now, there's
also some rumor castings for Man of Tomorrow of certain characters. So
the big one I'm excited about is Blue Beetle's coming back.
That Blue Beetle movie was actually. Blue Beetle movie was fantastic. You guys should be ashamed for not watching it.
I wouldn't use the word fantastic, but it was good. I described it the best way. It's the greatest 7 out of 10 I've ever seen. It definitely needed a sequel. But what were you gonna? You said the casting.
Potential Batman. And
really, I didn't see that.
Aquaman.
I didn't see anything about potential Batman.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yes, Mitchell Slaggart.
Okay.
Potential Batman.
He's got the jawline. He's definitely got the jawline. Give him sharper eyebrows.
It's just a rumor. Just rumors.
Rumors.
And it makes sense. I was wondering. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's going to be so many characters in this Man of Tomorrow movie. What are we doing here? But it's rumored that they're just going to panel to around the world during this Brainiac fight.
Oh, they're going to do what they did in that Absolute Superman issue that happened recently?
Yeah. You'll see
Batman's
the heroes.
Just there?
Yeah, you'll see different heroes fighting the Brainiac robots around the world. And that's how you see all these characters. So I'm like, okay, that works. Because I was like, how are they going to just... This is feeling like a Justice League movie.
Yeah.
But if they do it that way, that makes sense. And that'll be kind of cool. And you'll see ooh, there's Batman, but who the heck's playing him?
Yeah, who knows?
But I don't know. We'll see. I thought that was interesting.
Shows up, says, I am Batman, destroys robot, leaves. But yeah, I wish we could sit and talk more on news, but there
was a lot to unpack, but it's time to roll.
Yeah, I'm excited for San Diego Comic-Con. I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff to come out of it. I'm really excited to talk about it next week. But yeah, hopefully that covered most of it. Let's move on to picks of the week. Not enough time for bits this time, folks.
Nope.
So we have quite the week, gentlemen.
Yes.
This week was much better than last week. A lot of issues I really, really like. There's only one issue, a book I picked up that did not impress me in any way, and that was World's Finest 53. But I always tell people that's like my junk food read.
People were talking that was a good, or this has been a good arc.
I haven't liked it. I don't.
Right, Mark Waid is extremely hit and miss.
It is more. It's so funny. Yeah, we'll get to it.
Like
Mark Waid really likes bringing up old things he loves. The problem is I don't even have like a sliver of a clue who all these people are, and the book doesn't do a good job of explaining who they are, especially when you only have 3 issues an arc now. So I don't know. I'm excited for this next issue. They're gonna go play baseball in hell with Etrigan. It's gonna be great.
Sick.
Well, ironically, I'm actually very excited for it. And then we had Avengers Armageddon, number 2. Still, I think, just as good as the first issue was. I'm certain there's going to be people who have their problems with it. I don't. I really like it. I think Chip Zdarsky is just really good at writing Marvel. Like, I think he really is more in his element as a writer for Marvel than he ever was for DC. Guy who does not like his Batman. Stalking here. Absolute Green Arrow number 3. Much better issue than the last one. I thought issue 2 was a bit of a disappointment. Issue 3, much better. It does the part I'm interested in is the high stakes serial killer murder mystery. And this issue pushes that forward, the high stakes serial killer murder mystery, when I feel like last issue didn't do that and just kind of talked about stuff I really didn't care about. Roy Harper was great. The most heroin addicted man you've ever seen in your life. Then we get to the 2 that were... I feel like, knowing me, it was obvious these 2 were going to be in the running for my pick of the week. Is Nightwing 140 and Captain America number 13. Both very good. Like, really, really good. I honestly rated both 5 stars.
Okay.
I love where Nightwing has been going. It being a proper, like, urban legend mystery book, and just the more Nightwing gets his hands into this, the more it bites back, and it just starts keeps tearing him away. I'm gonna spoil this issue. The fact that the reveal that the highway is in fact haunted. The highway was built to be evil. Architecturally is evil. Is one of the craziest reveals I've ever read in a comic book.
Yep,
But it was built by Psycho Pirate with the explicit intention to be evil. I love this book. However, I gave my pick of the week to Captain America. Because there is a level of comic book absurdity to this last issue that I absolutely adore. The issue before this was like a little too much setup. I felt like there wasn't a ton going on. But this one was like, here are all the plans that are in motion. Here's the stakes. Mephisto sending these 2 people out to go hunt down Steve Rogers and Dr. Doom. Red Skull's one of them. I forget the name of the other person. I'm so sorry. It's like Scavera or something like that. An old character from like the 40s. That is specifically here because Chip Zdarsky's a freak and loves bringing back absurdly obscure characters. And he's like, you're in a competition. First to bring me their souls gets whatever. I think it's they get to come back to life.
Yep, and then of course the Nazi says, what am I doing in hell? Like, Nazis don't belong in hell. And Mephisto says, what are you talking about? All Nazis go to hell.
I love Mephisto's response of delusional as always. And
those
then
Nazis.
Those silly Nazis. And then yeah, but then like him going and being like, well, if they're all here, then I know what I'm doing. And Red Skull just has his zombie hell Nazi army. metal.
Let's go.
And then, but the stuff of like, dude, just one of the most insanely entertaining conversations ever of Doctor Doom being like, all right, Steve, here's the plan. We overthrow Mephisto, put a new person in charge. We're going to use you as these people's new messiah to lead this army. They keep calling Steve Rogers the Messiah. Like, it's so funny. Like, it's such an insanely like meta commentary book on Captain America of like, he is so pure, he is so righteous, the chains of hell have no effect on him. Even demons will follow him into battle. This guy, this like cult leader's like, yes, Steve, you will lead my armies as their messiah. You will save us. And Steve's like, no, I'm good.
I just can't wait for him to hit the line of that. There's only one God, man.
Yeah,
And he's the man above.
I'm surprised they haven't referenced it. Honestly, at this point, as much as I kind of roll my eyes at like Marvel movie references in the books, this one I would fully be like, listen, there's only one God, and he's up there. I would be okay with that one. It's such an absurd concept, and to see Chip Zdarsky really nail it with this issue, in my opinion, I felt like it deserved my pick of the week. So I am giving it to Captain America number 13.
Okay.
I really loved that issue. I really did.
Okay. I'm going to switch it up and let Nathaniel go.
Ooh. All right. So
That tells me you have something in your back pocket.
I read 7 issues this week.
Mm-hmm.
I read Dork number 6, very good. Like
Dorkheads rise up.
Like, you people who are buying Dork but not reading it, you should be ashamed. Read your freaking comics.
Is that still a problem we have right now? Are people not actually reading Dork because they see it as a collector's item?
I have not seen a single person on the interwebs, like
The interwebs.
I've not seen a single person like talking about the contents of the book. Like, it's very good, very fun. Like, I'm saving my conversation about what the interior of the book because it is very high on my list. And then I read The Darkness number 6. It's fine. I'm reading it because it's a spin-off of Witchblade, but it's also like not as good as Witchblade.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Absolute Flash 17, very good issue. Very good issue. Like I like this issue a lot. Mm-hmm. But like Absolute Flash has also been getting very good.
Yes.
Lately. Like, the slow start is officially over. We are in go time.
We're rolling. I'm here for it.
Like Nightwing 140, very significantly better than the last issue. Like, much better than the last issue. It is very good. Like I also like
keeping my opinions to myself.
Really
keep this moving.
I really like the fact that they brought back Psycho Pirate, a character I've not seen in a long time.
Not any Psycho Pirate. OG Psycho Pirate.
Yeah, like
because the current Psycho Pirate's a different guy.
Like who I've only ever read in one genuinely terrible Crisis book.
I don't know what book. I think he's a JSA villain most of the time.
He's in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and he's very important in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh no!
I only know that because I watched the animated movie.
I read Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
Not ready yet.
We'll get there
We need a Crisis month.
in a long time.
No, we've already said it. Crisis on Infinite Earths is episode 100.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's when we reset.
Yeah, exactly. That's when we go back to
Episode
episode 1. That'll be the end of the season, and we start with the next season.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I have to apparently care about seasons according to Spotify.
Oh.
Yep, and then Captain America. Yep. And then Captain America 13. Awesome-ish. This, Captain America is the second best book of the week.
Ooh.
I love this issue.
That's my guy right there. No matter what, I know you got my back.
I'll
take second best.
If you aren't, you people should be reading Captain America. If you aren't.
Mm-hmm. It's very good.
And then Avengers Armageddon, I thought it's like it's good, not quite as good as issue 1, but like it's still a good issue. Like I have my
I'm fully hooked by it.
I have my issues with the characterization of God dang it, why can't I remember his name?
David?
Yeah, David. Because like it feels like David, like it feels like a different guy than the guy I followed in Captain America, but like
I'll save my thoughts on that because I know we've already talked. We're going to talk Chip Zdarsky's Captain America in a full episode one day. So
yeah, but but on a whole though, like it's still a good event that has me excited to read more. And then my pull of the week, surprising absolutely nobody.
What could it be, Nathaniel?
Absolute Green Arrow number 3.
What?
No way!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! My favorite book being published right now is my pick of the week. like it's been my pull of the week every week that it's come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is. Like
great issue this week.
Like
Grundy.
It was really good.
Like it is like. The thing that struck me about this issue though was when Dinah and her group of billionaire bootlickers had Green Arrow cornered, and he was saved by some common people.
Yeah, just two guys,
like no relation to anything,
that's the commentary I'm looking for in this book.
Like
it's so good, and it doesn't need to like spell it out for you why this is happening. Like you can piece it together.
And it's because, and it is because he is the only one that they see fighting for them, and that is and then immediately afterwards it shifts to the podcast lady saying, I don't completely condone it, but I get it.
Dude, it's funny because I've heard those exact words. Like I've seen clips that I could hear her voice like perfectly. Like I feel like I've seen clips worded just like that before. It's so insane, says the podcaster.
It is I love this issue. I have really good. Less to say about this issue than I had about issues 1 and 2, which for those of you who don't know, Sanctuary has a Discord, and I posted a very, very long review of 1 and 2 on the Discord.
They were pretty hefty.
So, yeah, but whereas my review for issue 3 was fairly short because a lot of it would just be repeating stuff that I said for issues 1 and 2.
Understood.
Okay. But all in all, it is the best issue of the week. It is the best book of the week.
All right.
And now I'm gonna leave it, and now I'm gonna let you take over from here.
Okay.
All right. Will it be another 3-way split, or is one of these books taking over?
Well, Absolute Green Arrow did not make my top 5 this week.
Whoa! All right, I'm curious.
Not any knock against Absolute Green Arrow. I thought the books brought it this week.
They did.
They did. A lot of great stuff.
How many books do you have total this week? Did you read?
It was about 8.
Okay.
But even the titles that have been solid that aren't normally top tier for me brought it this week. But with that being said, I picked up Absolute Flash, issue 17, Absolute Green Arrow, issue 3, Assorted Crisis Events, issue 9, Avengers Armageddon, number 2, Captain America 13, Dork, issue 6, Dark Knights of Steel 2, issue 1. Super excited about that.
How was it? Was it good?
Really great, and we'll talk about that here in a sec.
Oh.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
You sent $10 on Dungeon Crawler
I
Carl?
did.
You monster.
More than one copy.
No!
Do not do this, by the way.
No!
Do not. I'm telling you right now,
It's
internet.
Absolute Batman homage. Is that?
I'm telling you right now, internet. Do not do what he did.
Hold on.
Do not buy the $10 book.
Bring it down. I'm gonna have to bring you down on the mixer.
That is
dog.
Like, do not
I
spend
had
$10 on a
to.
single issue.
I had to. They had the issue 1 homage. They had the Absolute Batman issue 2 homage. They had a Brett Bean variant. I was like, okay, I'm here. But next, Battle Beast issue 11, and then Nightwing issue 140 was the last book that I read. With that being said, I'm going to try to do my top 5 real quick.
Okay, yeah, run it down.
See if I can do it. I haven't really gave it much thought. Coming in at number 5 was Battle Beast issue 11.
Okay.
Super fun issue. Conquest, Battle Beast, still fighting, duking it out. And just the commentary between the two are just like, they're like admiring each other the whole time while fighting. Like, oh, this guy's crazy. I love it. And it's just like, but it's like, what was he say? He's like, Battle Beast said something Conquest, and Conquest was like, you won't be talking like when I chew out your heart or whatever. And Battle Beast made some crazy comment back and was like, it's gonna be really hard for you to chew my heart out when you don't have a head. And like they just keep going back and forth.
Hey, yo.
And then Conquest is like, oh, didn't think of you as a coward, because he's like riding a dragon, Battle Beast is, and he's like, you're right, and just jumps off and just takes Conquest. He's like, did you forget you can't fly? He's like, it won't hurt when I land on your soft body, and just boom into the ground. It's just like, what?
It sounds like it sounds like he's just writing the coolest fight he could possibly think of.
Oh, it was so much fun. And then at the end, like this big old monster from this, like, I won't call it like an ocean, but this river or lake, and they're like, I think we have to call a truce to fight this monster. And they're like, I'm good. I needed a breather.
Take their shirts off.
I needed a breather anyway. And Battle Beast is like, huh? You needed a breather, wimp, basically.
That's insane.
Not me. I'm ready for the fight. And just like
honestly, it sounds to me like they should kiss.
Yeah. Whoa.
It was such a fun issue. I had so much fun with it. At my number 5. This is when it gets tough. I think Captain America issue 13 comes in at number 4.
I'll take number 4.
Really, really great issue. I'm really like surprised on how much fun I've had with Captain America in Hell. I've talked plenty of it. It's great. Issue 3 or spot number 3 is gonna go Absolute Flash. Issue 17.
It's really great.
Oh, I love that issue, and with Grodd, and then that ending.
The ending goes so hard.
Oh my god.
You don't want to talk about it real quick? Go for it.
Well, like, you're following Gorilla Grodd and his dad is kind of like just really defensive with just humans, and all humans are bad, and Grodd's like, no, these are our friends. Like, not all humans are bad. And you see his dad kind of getting that trust at the end, and of course, like, one of the rogues just shoots him in the head and kills him. And you're just like, oh. And, little baby Gorilla Grodd is right there with his dad, and it's like, wake up, wake up.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh, that is so sad. But
and
I'm
then
like,
he changed his name to Caesar. Started Rise of the Planet.
That's what I'm freaking saying. Like, this is the beginning of his villain arc right here.
Yeah, like this is the moment which, like, basically, it ends like Barry's friendship with Grodd, which is sad because I loved that friendship.
Yeah.
And it also officially ends any the rogues are potential friends of mine for Wally. Like, they are at best acquaintances that we can work with, that I can work with sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
Great issue.
All right.
So 1 and 2 are a coin toss for me. I haven't decided which one is my number 1 until right now.
Okay.
And it's just gonna come to me. But number 2 is Dork issue 6.
Dork is so good.
Almost was my pick of the week. I came into today saying it was my pick of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But I changed my mind right now. And literally right right now. You're watching it live. Dork issue 6 was so good, and the twist at the end, the assassin kind of person who's hired to kill Dork turns out to be his dad the whole time. And we get a little bit of backstory of his parents, and we don't know who they are. And then at the end of the issue, it's like, oh yeah, that's your dad. And it's like, what? He's trying to kill me this whole time. And that was good. I love a good twist. It makes up the whole comic for me most of the time. But it was a fun read. But with that being said, my favorite issue of this week was Dark Knights of Steel 2, issue 1. The sequel. Tom Taylor is just right back in it, right where we left off. We get introduced to Aquaman at the end, which his one-shot, I believe, comes out this week for Dark Knights of Steel.
Oh, I didn't realize he was getting a one-shot.
Yes. But super great world that Tom Taylor has built. Highly recommend reading the first 2 volumes. And this issue, without giving too much away, picks up right where he left off, and it's been a lot of fun. I really like Elseworld stories, I have quickly learned. So,
well, it's just,
with DC in particular, it's just like, these characters, are some of your favorites, and you get to see this just weird twist. Like, it's one of the main reasons why I like Deceased. Like, you see characters do things you normally don't get to see them do, like Black Canary being a Green Lantern and Deceased. Super sick. And then here you just see all these different twists, and like apparently with Aquaman being raised by the Kents and stuff like that, and other spoilers. I know you haven't read it. I don't want to spoil it because you need to read it because it's a big twist. But stuff like that I really enjoy. So it was my pick of the week.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, as you can tell, very good week. Any of these books,
crazy week.
Yeah,
I highly recommend you make sure you take the time to read and catch up on these series if you have not. This week was nothing but bangers.
It's like the middle of the month.
I know.
Like the third week usually it's just.
Yeah, usually it's like middle of the month. It's like first week usually can be pretty dense, but yeah, like that middle, like that third week, or like usually. Either whatever is like second to last or like the last week usually has something pretty good. This is a 5 Wednesday month, so the last week of the month is just like a bunch of whatever. It's like a bunch of individual issues from DC, like a lot of just like special issues. Not next week.
Yes, next week.
Wait, yes. Sorry,
the last week of the month.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
We're filming Tuesday, so not tomorrow.
So not tomorrow. The last week of the month. Yes.
Oh yeah, I got 6 books total.
Yeah, I pulled a bunch of the individual
3.
issue stuff.
5 to read.
I'm pretty sure I already know what's going to be my pull of the week, but I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Might be between 3 books for me.
Okay. Well,
that's for next week.
I think right now we have a book to discuss that I am very, very, very excited about because I love this book a lot. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I would hope you would hope I am. It was my pick.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said last episode, I said I wanted our first picks to reflect our tastes the best. So, people who are watching the show for the first time really get to know about us through the book we chose. And I chose Batman and Robin Year One, a very recent book, but I feel like it's so good that it was worth discussing. Batman is my favorite character ever in any media. I love him to death. I feel like it's like him and Optimus Prime is like it's a couple notches down, but he's up there. And I feel like I like them both for very similar reasons too. And there is something about this specific book that I think speaks to just everything I love in a good Batman book. I'm not going to sit here and say this is like the best Batman book ever written. But I do think it is easily one of the most like rock solid Batman books. Like there's a couple flaws I have with it, but overall I think this is a book that is not only serves as a perfect introduction to both Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson, but just has all the core Batman things that makes a good Batman book stand out amongst everything else especially when it comes to comics. And I'm so jazzed.
Yep, like it's like the thing about Mark Waid.
Yeah, I was wanting to discuss
is that
real
Mark
quick.
Waid is a very technically skilled writer. Like even when a book isn't good, like it's at least going to be well written.
Oh yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like this is one of his good books.
Yeah. This is, to me, I mean this. This is at least out of everything I've read from Mark Waid, this is the favorite thing I've read that he has written. Now, keep in mind, I haven't read any of his Flash yet. I know that's a lot of people's favorite. That's like his big thing. But we'll get into the credits real quick. Written by Mark Waid, art by Chris Samney, colors by Matthias Lopes, and then the letters. There were 2 letterers. Chris Samney did the letters on this as well, alongside Clayton Cowles. And then you have senior editor Andrew Marino, and then the group editor Rob Levin, whatever that means. And of course, at the end of every Batman book, Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, but really only one of those guys did it.
Yep. Like this is a very pro Bill Finger podcast.
Oh yeah. We'll get into the story of that one day. We can make a whole episode of that. Do you know the whole story behind it?
Here and there, yeah.
Okay.
Pieces.
So this is a 12-issue book. With all due respect, with the last couple of issues, we've struggled to get through 6 issues and 8 issues within the time allotted. So I'm not too worried about going through this one issue by issue. And I think, sorry about that.
Like,
Yeah,
my
I'm down to
Just kind of just chat about it.
Which honestly, like with this book, like not doing it issue by issue is probably a good thing because like the first half of the book is like not a lot happens.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say not a lot happens. A lot is set up in those first 6 issues. It's like literally like first half, second half. It really is like 2 arcs, which I think honestly 12 issues makes sense. And I love all of it, and I firmly stand by without the time if it didn't take the time to set everything up, the second half of the book wouldn't be anywhere near as good.
Yep.
Agreed.
I want to hear your kind of both of y'all's general thoughts on it first before we really get into discussion though.
Okay. I really like the book. I think it's a solid 4, creeping up to a 4.5 out of 5. Because I think this would be like after reading something, I don't want to say like a palate cleanser, but like it was a lot of fun to read. Especially I was talking with Nathaniel earlier. Like once you get past that like issue 6, you just start rolling. Because I'm like I was keeping up rating each issue, and then I just didn't. And I read that whole second half in one night.
Yeah, well, finally, once all the plots are in motion, it just goes and it doesn't stop going, and it hits that crescendo at those last 2 issues that I adore so much. But there's still like so much good, especially the main core thing I love this book for. It's the number one thing I love in any Batman book is the relationship between Batman and Robin. In this specific instance, Batman and Dick Grayson. I still will stand by, I don't think any Batman and Robin dynamic has ever done it as good as Batman and Dick Grayson, and unfortunately, I don't think any ever will. I like Damian. I like Tim. Jason wasn't a very good Robin, I'll say it.
He also Jason also wasn't a very good post Robin.
No, well, hey, don't you dare. He's hot. He gets a pass. No, I'm messing around. I'm playing around. I don't know. I'm waiting on that Teen Titans, man. But That was the main thing I was really hoping y'all would get from it, is that Batman Robin dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which Mark Waid writes a very, very good child.
Does.
Yeah.
Like, also, the thing I really appreciate about this book is that Dick Grayson looks like a kid.
Yeah.
Which is not something that happens all the time.
Dude.
Like, he looks like a young child. And
yeah.
I'm going to be so for real. You said that you rated it like a 4?
Yeah.
If this art wasn't where it's at, it would also be like just a kind of a 4 or like a 3.5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, Chris Samney,
I really like
this
art.
is like how Batman looks in my mind whenever I
Okay.
think of Gotham. It's like this or the animated series. Ever since I've read this
Good
book,
point. Yeah.
I think this Samney's lines, Lopes' colors makes a perfect Gotham and a perfect Batman.
Yeah, I think the art really complemented this book really well. This was my first introduction to Sammy's work.
Yeah,
I was like, who did the art on this? And I'm like, man.
I know he did a
This is really
Daredevil
nice.
book. I don't know what else he's done. But I gotta find out what else he's done.
Yeah. I became a fan of his work from this one. It was really good. That was a standout.
Any particular like art high points for you in the book?
Not particularly. It was just like everything was just solid. It was so consistent.
I think my favorite part, especially since this was a reread for me, is I got to pay attention to everyone's facial expressions during it. It's so good. There's
He
so
did
much of
really
this book
great
that
job.
is displayed through like Batman giving a tiny smile to Dick Grayson, or like when they're struggling, when like Bruce gets the freight crate dropped on him and they're underwater and Dick goes down to try and save him. It's all silent and it's all facial expressions and like Dick looks heartbroken that Batman tells him that he got it and he gets it out himself, and it's so good. And then they get back up. He's like, I could have helped you. And he was like, yeah, you held the flashlight. Thanks. And it's like, but like the real heartbreak on Dick Grayson in that one. I didn't catch it the first time, but that time I did, and it was.
I love Alfred.
Alfred's so good in this book. Oh my god.
Can you talk about facial expressions?
Yes, dude. Alfred is struggling this entire book.
Yeah, because the thing is, like he is kind of the entire book like, Bruce, you have to change how you're doing things because you're a dad now.
You're a dad. Bruce, please, I'm begging you, take care of your child.
Yeah.
Alfred is like the unsung hero of this book. He's so good, and he does get to fight in a single scene, and he whoops ass. Gets him with a 1-2.
Like, for me, one of the highlights of the book was very much a case of Dick Grayson is such a shithead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I was like, man, was he that crazy when he was that young? And now you got Nightwing now.
Dick Grayson, childhood Dick Grayson was such a shithead.
At least 3 weeks into the career Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
Because the important thing about where this book takes place, it takes place a month after Robin's the tragedy at Haley's Circus.
Yes.
It takes place after Dark Victory. We know this. It literally them taking the oath is redrawn by Samney in one of the issues. I don't remember what issue number. But Dick Grayson in this book is like perfect. I think he's easily the best character in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree?
I would agree.
It's so it's so good.
It's his book, really. It really is Dick Grayson's book.
The other thing is he's also a terrible student.
Yes. Did you enjoy? So that was the thing I was talking about with all the setup. Did you enjoy like the school stuff?
Yeah.
My favorite side plot ever: Batman versus DHS.
yeah. Put on your clothes, quick.
Dick Grayson forging a bullying incident to hide the fact that he's Robin.
Yes. Dude, he was so mad about it too. When he got home, he was like, "Why do I have to get punched?" So he didn't point out Robin. And Bruce is like, "Well, it means anything, I'm proud of you. He's like, I guess. Yeah, but just
like
him
like Dick Grayson not making Bruce's life easy when it comes to DHS.
That I love that second issue that it starts with all the like DHS workers talking, and they're like, wow, yeah, I adopted a kid, so nice, look at him, wow, billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne.
Like
all before the grace of God go he.
PR stunt.
Yeah.
PR stunt.
Yeah, they keep calling it a PR stunt and everything. And I love it might be like top 5 panel like pages for me is when they're talking to the DHS agent and she turns her back and they're just like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. Like they're just threatening to maul each other. And then she turns back around and they're like,
yeah, I love that the casual conversation with him, and then they walked into the room and Dick Grayson's on the fucking
yeah, he's on
chandelier.
He's on the chandelier. That's how the chandelier
Is this normal?
So is this
like,
normal? And it's like, well, but the thing is that Bruce doesn't say anything. Dick follows up with that, and he's like, yeah, I'm from the circus. You think I'm going to be on the ground?
It was so much fun reading that.
Like it's one of those funny things where it's like, yeah, Miss DHS lady, I can't remember her name, I'm sorry. Something like Kelly or whatever, I don't know.
Lynn.
Yeah, I think it was Lynn.
Lynn, I think.
Just
Dick Grayson and like
the greatest antagonist Batman has ever faced. DHS.
What did he say? He was like, it's been really hard here recently or something. Or what was that line? That got her, worked up.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost like one before where...
Is it where she
got
shows
taken.
up the second time and...
I think so.
They get back late and she's like, hey, I've tried to drop by like 4 times now and you just haven't been here. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite things because they get back after like a really rough night out. And then it's like, I need both of you up here now.
Yeah.
No funny Batman.
Alfred just pleading, please put on your pajamas. But I'm already dressed.
Yep.
Please.
Dude, I'm trying.
You don't understand. We have to do this act so that we can keep you in this house.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you don't understand. Being a single father is very difficult. I'm trying to find it because now you got me thinking about it. Yeah.
He said something to her.
He said a lot of things to her.
This.
Oh, well, because
he's doing too much. That's what he said.
Yeah, doing too much.
Yeah, and that oh.
Yeah.
Bruce was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh yeah. Oh, because that's a really good example of Dick Grayson just being a little brat.
Like, why did you have to say that?
Because obviously Dick in that time is not talking about doing too much. Like as a kid, he's going out being too rambunctious. He's talking about going out as Batman and Robin. And Batman's like, hey, or Bruce, Bruce is obviously like, excuse me. Maybe put pin in that one. Yeah.
Oh man.
But it's like I think it's one of those things where the dynamic works so well because a core thing of this book is Batman learning to be a father and Batman or Bruce and Dick learning that it's kind of a classic story. Their differences is what makes them stronger. Mm-hmm. You get that really heartwarming scene where after Batman saves Robin after he kind of goes out on his own to to rebel, and he comes to save him. You have the it's the first time you get like a serious talk and not just Batman scolding Robin out in the field, and it's like you gotta understand any day lost is a tragedy. A day we don't get any information is such a major loss, and if we don't, I gotta grab it because I love the line so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time you see Batman really be a father to Dick, outside of just being the person that, like, you know, raises him. It's at the end of issue 6, yes. Here it is. Yeah. Every night counts, Dick. Every night that doesn't bring us one step closer to cleaning up Gotham is wasted, and the people of this city can't afford that. All you accomplished tonight was proving you're not ready to fight without me. I love that. And Dick kind of snaps back at him, and he's like, he's just like, listen, you don't understand. I'm doing what I can do best, and he calls him undisciplined.
This was crazy.
And Dick's response of like, you want to talk discipline? You're not the only one here who's trained his ass off. The Flying Graysons were the greatest aerialists in the world. That took hella work. From the time I was 3, I practiced trapeze 10 hours a day until my hands were covered in blisters. I fell from that tightrope 1,000,000 times before I learned to gut through the foot and leg cramps. Showmanship is hard. and it's that bite back, like, he's clearly upset, and Bruce doesn't, like, he kind of goes like, he's just like, you got to take the job serious. And Dick's response, I do take it seriously. And it's like, that's what Bruce needed to make him know Dick wants this. Like, he wants this so bad. He wants to be Robin.
Yes.
He feels that calling to be Robin. And I do just love the ending. I'll read it because, like I said, it's just Batman dropping straight wisdom, straight fire. Just thank you for what? For finally opening up. That's the first time you've admitted anything, even remotely like that. As different as we are, that's what we share, that exact anger. And what we do gives it purpose. I don't think you're here to help me. I think we're here to help each other. Heat bars.
Good.
Because for the first, it's like the end of issue 6, and as we said, issue 6 is a lot of them butting heads, and like before that, Bruce has a talk with Alfred where Alfred's like, I don't think you understand. You think you both went through the same thing because you lost your parents, and he also lost his parents, but you're not the same person. You're not going to deal with that trauma the same.
Yeah.
And it's so good. I love that because it's a talk of not only about how different Bruce and Dick are, and that makes them better, but just like people in general. People grieve in different ways. People feel different emotions when dealing with trauma. And I absolutely love that the book addresses that, and Alfred is there too, even when Bruce is like 30 in this book, I'm pretty sure, because he's meant to still be a little early-ish. He's like 4 or 5 years into his career at this point. Alfred is still there to be like scold him like a father and teach him how to raise this child, because Alfred raised him.
Yeah.
And I'll save my like favorite moment between the two till we get to it, because I want to talk a lot about that the last 2 issues, because they're easily the best. At least in my opinion, they are.
Well, you talk about just how different people grieve, and that conversation between Dick and Alfred, I think it's either issue 8 or 9.
Yeah, when Alfred realizes it's his.
Yeah, it's his mom's birthday.
I'll let you talk about that one.
Oh, well, right as we 7 and on, you're rolling through this, and those middle issues 7 through 9 were my favorites.
They're really good.
I really like those issues. I mean, I think issue 8 when it's the no guns.
Yes,
that's
my
good.
favorite moment in the entire book.
I love that part. Like, it was like no guns, and I'm just why, and like this is why, and we don't do this.
It's the best art in the whole book outside of that last issue that I'll say with the part I love. But that last, that was just panel, boom, no guns ever.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It delivered the point that it was making. It was just like so demanding. Love that. But back to issue 9.
Right, I love the response was, it's kind of hard to make people afraid when I'm wearing red and yellow.
Yeah, I think he says he looks like a basket of bell peppers at one point. I love that one.
Also, Robin's just his quips are funny. Or
Dude,
just
he's on point this whole time, but the reason that issue 9 is so good is because he's not quipping. He's like sad the whole issue.
Yes. And his mother's birthday, and Alfred, has done his research, and he knows, and
like
just that heart-to-heart was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I especially love the line, "Performers don't get to cry."
Oh. And that's when he's crying.
Yeah, and then he starts bawling.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite issue right there, was 9. That was so good.
Them, like, embracing just Alfred holding him, because there's been, like, off screen, you could tell there was like a wall between Alfred and there. They were not on good terms.
But it's cool, like, seeing now, like, you see that connection through the years and like how close Dick and Alfred are.
Yeah.
And then you see right there, like, that's the beginning of that, like, relationship.
And it's
like,
that
whoa,
it's
so
that
cool.
first, it's I imagine it's a big thing for anyone. That's the first birthday that he had to go through. Well, not his own, but his mom's birthday, the first one where he doesn't get to see her and tell her happy birthday.
Yeah.
That would have killed me at that age.
Yeah.
I think he's like 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, 10 years old.
Yeah, I would not have taken it well either.
No.
But I feel like it makes sense that Alfred is the one to have that conversation with him, not Bruce, because Alfred is such the caring type. He is the one that can have that emotional conversation with him,
Yeah. I mean, he's a caretaker, so.
It's so good. That's all the high points of this book for me is those talks.
Yeah.
Not to say the action isn't good though.
Action's good.
The way Samney draws Batman, and especially his cape during a bunch of these action scenes, like you'll get these shots of Batman from behind where the cape is draped over him and you could see like where it hangs over certain parts of his body. It's like, oh,
Yep.
that's hot.
Yeah, also, like, I want to, yeah.
What's your favorite issue? Noah talked about his.
Honestly, like, it is when we start getting all of the really cool Clayface stuff.
Yes.
Because
I was about to
this
ask.
is like, 'cause this is a really cool Clayface.
Yeah. Well, the book. So we can start getting into that overall plot now that we've kind of really addressed the Batman Dick Grayson stuff. So the plot of the book is a new boss is coming to town. His name is Grimaldi, which I only remember because that name makes me giggle.
Grimaldi.
It's Grimaldi.
With his father.
Yeah, with his own parental issues.
Reminds me of the guy.
I could dump you off this.
Yeah,
at
that
any
whole
time,
scene where
but
he's
I'm
like,
not
I
going
could
to
I
because I want to see you watch as I succeed while you fail.
And just like the petty stuff of like, yeah, order him his favorite dish. I love watching him not be able to eat it.
Yeah.
It's like, what is wrong with
Cool.
you?
I don't know why, but every time I saw his dad, I just thought of the old guy in the wheelchair in Breaking Bad with the bell. I don't know why.
Which honestly, the old guy in the wheelchair leads to one of my favorite panels, which is when Clayface is in the chair, and he just stabs the guy.
Yeah. No,
Crazy twist. I'm
yeah.
like, whoa,
Well,
we're going.
It's a great, like, in that moment you don't expect it, but they do hint to it in that moment. Because the page before that, he says, "Where's that usual sneer you have on your face?" Which is like, oh, that's the tell that he's
Just
Clayface
love it.
that time. But yes, so this is not Basil Carlo, which I believe is the current Clayface still in comics. This is Matt Hagen, the original Clayface. This is supposed to be kind of like a retelling of his first appearance, essentially, on the scene as a criminal enforcer man. Oh,
Like
hey,
who?
oh.
Yeah,
No, you're good, you're
Criminal
good.
criminal enforcer man, who is experimented on, and it's not going.
It's
well.
not going very well. I don't think Grimaldi did it to him. I think it's still the usual origin he has in the comics of
Yeah, but like Grimaldi promised to
got
cure
poisoned
him.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Promised to cure him, and Grimaldi lied, and
Never trust the Grimaldi.
yeah, and Two-Face, like
My goat.
Two-Face shows up and says, and basically says, like, the difference between Grimaldi and I is I'm not lying to you.
I don't lie. And he shows him the coin to let you know, like, I'm not lying. One of my favorite panels of all time, because me and you are friends. The coin says so. And it's that one panel of Two-Face I had as my profile picture for like a year after reading this book. Two-Face is very good in this book. I don't think he's at his peak until that second half. There are definitely better Two-Face books. This is a phenomenal Clayface.
Like, this is
it shows the best part of Clayface is that he is just a man desperate to return to his original self. That is all he wants, is to be a normal guy again. And the only way he can do it is through crime.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get
It sucks.
experimental clay treatment.
Yeah.
yeah.
But overall, I mean, you like the villains?
Like,
I think
that the
Clayface is a highlight. I think
Grimaldi?
I think Grimaldi is probably the least interesting part of this book, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think that's the only like flaw in this book for me, is that they needed a new crime guy and he wanted to have him get killed, so they couldn't do any of the classic ones. Yeah, there's cameos. You got Thorn. You got Falcone.
Yeah, Falcone, who like
get shoved in a closet.
Yeah,
that's what he's there to have happen. But I love the scheme that is crafted, that Two-Face and Clayface craft together in this book, where we hear early in the book, Two-Face gets this file. We find out like a couple issues later, it is an old file that the office had open about how Two-Face of the police department trying to figure out who Batman is. Which Gordon tells Batman, he's like, listen, we closed that file long ago. We didn't tell you about it because it wasn't on the table anymore. Which, I mean, it's like, why didn't you just, like, burn it?
Yeah.
Like, it would have been really nice to burn it.
But, yeah, you could have. Thanks for not getting rid of that, guys.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. I also really enjoyed that talk, but I'll get to that in a moment. And I do really love that issue. I think it is issue 7 where we see the crime, like Grimaldi's people they're like, kill every single person on this list, and they're just going down the list.
Down the list of every single person that the police think has a chance of being Batman.
Yeah, the possibility of being Batman. And it's so brutal. It's such a like mob executioner move. It is. I think my favorite Batman books are ones that are proper crime thrillers. And this is a proper crime thriller. Like, it is a story that would still work if Batman and Robin weren't dressed up like a bat and a guy in an acrobat suit. You know, if it was two detectives who also knew Kung Fu, it'd still work. No, it's better because he's dressed as a bat. Don't get me wrong here. But it's I think all the best Batman stories are just like really, really good crime thrillers, and once it gets going, once you do the setup and everything, all the gears start turning, it's awesome. And I think a thing I love in this is what they do with Clayface. Of Grimaldi has these secret projects that he's like injecting people with this Clayface serum to make multiple Clayfaces. And you do get one of the most heartbreaking scenes ever out of it.
Of Batman trying to save these people who do not believe him.
Yes.
And he can't hit them because otherwise they'll die. And he has a strict no killing rule.
Yeah, he's like he calls Alfred. He's like, I do anything to these people and they crumble into dust. But if I do nothing, they crumble into dust. His hands are tied. Yeah. And I love the sheer. Like I said, the faces in this book are so good. The sheer look of like heartbreak that one guy has when he's like, I trusted him, and he just crumbles into dust. And Batman is like, oh my god. Like he cannot. You see in that moment, Batman cannot believe someone would do this to another human being.
When Batman is written well, he cares more than anybody else.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. He should be the person that cares about another person, like his whole thing is the sanctity of human life. No kill. Everyone deserves redemption at the end of the day.
It's why when you see people, largely people who don't read the comics, talk about how Batman should just kill the Joker already, I'm like,
you're a bit too bold. I have to go through this and censor it again.
Off.
Did you guys like the censor noise I chose for the last episode?
I didn't catch that.
I
yet.
made them Guitar Hero miss noises because it was Murder Falcon.
That's awesome.
That'll be good.
I'll
use for this one. I'll use the thunder cracks from the Arkham games. Whatever you knock a guy out. Look forward to it.
I genuinely hate the argument that Batman should kill.
Yeah.
Because for me, Batman is at his best when he cares more than anybody else.
Yes, absolutely. And that goes, and that's why when they have such a, genuinely just terrifyingly evil plan, the grand scheme Two-Face cooks up is listen, kill Grimaldi, we're going to make a bunch of Clayface guys, destroy the economy. And we're just going to leave.
There's this one moment earlier in the book where Batman is having to save these mobsters, and
are you talking about the bomb at the restaurant?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
And I specifically want to point that out because that is the moment when the book properly won me over.
I love that moment
so much. Because it's Batman being
Batman.
I don't love saving mobsters.
Yeah.
But a life is a life.
Yes, that's what he says after it's done. But just, oh, dude, again, Chris Samney's art in that moment. He flips the table over. The bomb's got 10 seconds left. He's like, tell me what I want to know. And you see he's terrified. He's got his face covered. And the bomb's ticking down. And he tells Batman the information. And he just stabs the fork into it and leaves with 1 second left on the bomb. And he's like, remember what I did for you. Mm-hmm. And you just have the silhouette of Batman, the white eyes. I love whenever any artist draws that. That's the silhouette, white eyes, most terrifying thing you've ever seen. In that moment, I believe Batman is, in fact, the most frightening guy to ever walk the streets of Gotham. It's so good.
It is.
Hold on, let me make sure exactly what he says there. It goes great. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's him. He does the bomb so he doesn't disarm it until he makes sure that they're going to demand a truce, because Grimaldi's playing all sides by using Clayface to make people think each of the mobs are all attacking one another. But Batman sees through that and he's like, you'll demand a truce, right? And yeah, you get that with him covering his eyes and him terrified looking up at him. And just the silhouette, we made a deal, and it's like, yeah, I believe it. I believe every second of that. In fact, yes, correct. I believe that this man would in fact go and instantly do what Batman told him to do.
Yep. So good. We also kind of need to mention the whole Batman loses custody of Dick Grayson because
it's my favorite part of the book, though.
Because Bruce Wayne gets arrested because this is a fictional universe where billionaires can get arrested for crimes.
Yeah. You had to get one in there, right? You had to get your one. Nah, it's not as bad as the one I had to cut out last time.
True. But let's talk about it.
Yes, so let's get into that. The plan is in full swing. And this is when Two-Face is at his two-faceiest, and I love it, because they mention in the first part of the book that he's not doing the two thing.
Yeah.
What's going on here? And then you get to when things are kicking off, and Two-Face is finally in control, and he's wearing the half suits. He's got his half and half layout. He says my favorite line when things starts happening is my favorite part of the plan, phase 2. My favorite one of those Two-Face moments is right at the end, where where like Clayface like and Batman are fighting, and Clayface is like, if you're gonna need to beat me, you're gonna need a bigger knife, when he like slashes him with a batarang, and Batman's response is, I have something better than a knife, dual compound explosives, and blow him up. But right before that happens, there's a little panel of Two-Face where he's like, nice. I didn't catch that till the second reading. Easily the funniest part of the book. It's so good.
Nice.
Did you
Like,
catch that?
Yeah, yeah. I was just like, okay.
It's so, like I said, he's at his Two-Faceiest. And he's got the car that's like half nice, half toward beating the hell. It's like, okay, so we were just holding on to it for when he's become maniacal comic book villain man Two-Face.
Like, and he is so good in this book.
That's when he's at his best in this book. I do like him for the first part of it, but it's not until that moment where I'm like, this is my favorite. This is
Like,
Two-Face is my favorite Batman villain. I feel like did I say that yet? I don't know. If
And
I
like, cause it's like when he takes control of the situation, the book turns from being a good book to a great.
Dude, everything. So like I said, his plan is essentially replace everyone, crash the economy, leave with all the money. Just take all the money and bounce. Bold, but it works. Well, it almost works.
It almost does.
He like, I mean, Batman does what Batman does best. They're on the run from so they go to meet Gordon. Gordon's been replaced by a Clayface. All the police have been replaced by a Clayface. Like, everyone in power has been Clayfaced. These people don't get turned into Clayface. Other people get turned into Clayface and replace them. We see what happens to Gordon. They're like got him tied up and are basically abusing all these people they've replaced so they can get all the information, so they can steal all the money and stuff. But part of it is I don't know exactly why it happened, but essentially they in place. Bruce Wayne gets arrested for tax fraud.
Yeah.
I think it's literally embezzlement and tax fraud.
Because
if there's anything that they're gonna get, that rich people get got for, it's tax fraud. That's the only thing. Sometimes.
Yeah, and Dick Grayson gets
taken away by DHS, and then you get one of the like most heartbreaking scenes to me, which is before Batman goes out to do he's like, I gotta do the Batman thing. I gotta go save the city. You see him watching Dick Grayson in his new home, and he's like, he's happy. He's with people he should be with. I couldn't make him happy. Bruce truly believes he could not make Dick Grayson happy.
Go solo.
So he goes into it solo, and Two-Face and Clayface get one over on him. I forget exactly what happens, but I think just everything escalates so quickly. Alfred's on the radio. Classic, like, Arkham style moment where Alfred's all like, you're pushing yourself too far, Mr. Wayne. You got to get out of there.
Yep. And Batman loses.
Batman properly loses and is saying his final goodbyes. He literally is falling from the skyscraper. He's like, I couldn't do it. I wasn't the one to save the city. I'm sorry, mother, father.
And then he is saved by Dick Grayson, who says, "Are you out of your mind?"
I know, it's so good.
Like, going at it alone. Like,
dude,
on,
he's
what are you
so
doing?
bad too. It's that moment where it's like, this is it. This is the dynamic duo. They are inseparable from this moment forth. And it makes perfect sense that it is Dick Grayson who steps up to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Out of your mind? Why the hell would you go alone?
He literally says those exact words. He literally tells him, "Why the hell would you go alone?" He's like so mad that he gets that Bruce goes to fight this alone, and he's like, "We've done this together for this whole thing, and you're gonna leave me?" It's like, it's so good. And I love that he calls his foster parents. He's like, yeah, they're nice, but they're way too nice. Because he's like, it's like roughly the size of a human head, a basketball. He got him with the old basketball trick. This whole book, my God, and that last issue where it's like, here is where things are hitting their peak. Two-Face and Clayface are like, well, unfortunately, the plan's got to be wrapped up now because Batman's onto us. And we got to get out of here. And they're driving through town like crazy people. It's like classic old, like golden Silver Age Batman car chase. They're driving like a bunch of maniacs. They got a bunch of barrels full of chemicals that they're gonna dump into the river. They got all the money that was in the city after replacing all the billionaires. And just. I love how much of like a period piece this book is. I love looking at just how everyone dresses and all the, like I said, the architecture of Gotham is so good, especially in this last issue when you get to see a lot of it. Mm-hmm. Like they do such a good job of blending new and old, like any Gotham should. Like Gotham should be a town stuck in the year 1950, but is meshed together with modern technology. That's like my number one complaint I have with Matt Fraction's Batman is like Gotham City. Honestly, a lot of like really recent Batman is Gotham City doesn't look like Gotham City. It looks too modern, you know?
Yeah.
Gotham as a city is just as important to Batman. I honestly think Gotham is probably the most important city to get right in any comic. Would you agree?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is actually Gotham City is actually the second most important character in the Batman.
It really is at times. If Robin's not there, it's Gotham.
Yeah,
it is.
That's a good point.
It is but more important to get right than anything except Batman himself.
Yeah, Gotham is should feel like a character, and Gotham is so alive in this book. Especially when you get so many spreads of Batman and Robin leaping from roofs, and you just get these big, beautiful spreads of Gotham City.
It's part of why I love Dark Patterns so much.
It talks about the city a lot. The city is a character in Dark Patterns. I totally, you are right. That is. I didn't really think about it that much till now. Yeah.
Right.
We'll talk about Dark Patterns. Dark Patterns is getting a whole episode at some point. I'm thinking that.
Yeah, Yeah,
I'm not gonna spoil it.
It will
cover my mouth. But I think this beats Dark Patterns for me. These Dark Patterns in this book literally came out at the exact same time. They ended at the exact same time. Yep. Or I think Dark Patterns came out the week before. Still. But this beats it for me, especially because of this last issue. Batman and Robin, they save the day, the classic Batman stuff, and then you get that final page, those final couple of pages, where, for the first time, Batman and Robin are going to reveal themselves to the public as the crime fighters of Gotham City, because. A big thing with this book is that time of figuring out when you're ready, when it's time, knowing when it's your time. A big part of that is I'm going to rewind it a couple issues. Batman has this talk with Gordon. Gordon's not in this book a ton. He's not super important, but he's the most important to be in this book for the single conversation. Where he's in his office. This is where Batman finds out about the file and what's in the file. And Gordon turns around and he's like, you didn't leave. Why didn't you leave? Because he's like, I'm so used to you disappearing. What's going on here? And Batman has a question for him. He sees the picture of Barbara and he just asks Gordon. It's so good because I just love it so much. When do you know when you're a good father? And they just have this heart to heart, and I love it so much.
Yeah, it is good.
That's a highlight for me.
That question of when do you know when you're a good father? And I want to let me get the exact thing Gordon says because it's
is kind of important.
It's poetry. Mm-hmm. Here it is. Yeah. It's a single page. Yeah. Your daughter, Barbara. She was she was Robin's age here. Is she well behaved? It depends on whether you're asking me or her mother. Trouble at home? And then this little smile Bruce gives while talking about Robin. Oh, don't worry, it'll be on screen. Trouble is a stretch. Robin's a good kid. Better question might be, when did you know you're a good dad? It's not a goal, it's a process. And from what I know of you, you tend to be a little more focused on the former than the latter. You certainly care about him, that's what's important. But is it enough? No. I wish I could say. Batman? Poof. Because that's when Batman leaves. And I love that. You're focused on the former instead of the latter. Because Batman, at that time, he's also focused on the results. And that's, like I said, that's when you get him being focused on the process and knowing when the time is right. And he agrees that this is the time not only the public should know about Batman, but Robin as well. And you get the reveal of them lighting up the spotlight, and you get blue Batman. It's so good.
That's so good.
I love it so much because I always am the guy that's like, I prefer blue and gray to black. And he's wearing the blue suit. It's so good. It's my favorite piece of art in the entire issue. And Batman has, once again, this big old smile. I love when Batman smiles. I don't know if you can tell. I love when Batman smiles. It's so good. Him giving a smile to Dick Grayson is like, I changed it, my Discord profile to that. Because I was like, I love this so much. This one moment. And just the end when it's like the ending of a classic like Adam West episode of Batman almost, where it's like everything's okay. The next day is a new dawn. They're proper superheroes. The people know they exist. Robin does also get a costume change. I don't know if you notice. He goes from not having the white lenses to having the white lenses. It's a very small change. I think his costume changes a little bit as well in that last part. And yes, Robin's great line of, and yes, ladies, I'm single. Just to show he is still kind of a little bastard.
Like he is a bit of a shithead.
But the final page of them in the Batwing and they're flying off, which I think is the first time you see the Batwing as well in the entire issue. Because it's mostly just Batman flexing how cool his car is for a lot of this. And him being like, you didn't know it could do that, Robin? And Robin's like, no, I didn't. Because it goes up a wall, it has ejector doors, it's able to make a 90-degree turn mid-air. And Robin's like, you couldn't hold me about that one? But yeah, I'll read the last part out because I love it so much. Biggest penny in the world for your thoughts? Mentally preparing again? And this is as they're flying off. No. I'm just wondering how any criminal in this town would have a hope. would hope to have a chance against us. It's so good. And then finally you get the title drop of just, yeah, you are. Look out, Gotham. Here comes the dynamic duo and end. And the one thing that this trade is missing, and it makes me mad that the trade misses it. In the individual issue for issue 12, the back page is not an ad. It is just Batman and Robin with a spotlight on him of him so proud of his boy. It's so good.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that this trade misses, but everything else, this is such a good. It reads so good in trade. Please, for the love of God, buy it.
It's a good trade.
It is a very good trade.
I've talked many times about how much I love my dad. My dad is a big part of the reason why I love Batman, and I wouldn't know who Batman is. Oh, I probably would have found out eventually. Everyone knows who Batman is, but I don't think I would be as fascinated with Batman if it wasn't for this book, or not for this book and my dad, and this book has. Sorry, I misspoke there. I would not be as focused on Batman or invested in him if it wasn't for my dad, and this book reflects that because it is a book about what it means to be a father as like one of the core values. And no matter what, I always knew that my dad was going to work as hard as he could to make sure I was going to be okay at the end of the day. And I love seeing Bruce hold those similar values and those similar ideas of like, gotta just push it to the limit. And I love my son, Dick Grayson. Like, he never calls him his son, except for the one single hint to it where he gets him back. And Bruce was about to ask if he could, he was going to ask for full adoption. And the DHS worker is like, don't push your luck. It's so good. And closing thoughts, it literally holds my favorite thing in the world in this book, and that is Batman and Robin at their best. And that is, and I think any Batman book is better when Robin is in it, no matter what. Genuinely, I think people who say Batman is more interesting when Robin's not there are hack frauds.
Those people are wrong. Curse you, Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan is one of them, and Christian Bale.
Double curse you, Christian Bale, for openly mocking the idea
I'll
Robin.
never get over that one.
Right.
Closing thoughts on y'all though? Those are my closing thoughts on that book.
No, you really hit it home with that.
Oh, I need you to speak to the mic on that.
You really hit it home with that, and I mean, yeah, it was just such a fun book to read.
Yeah.
Great recommendation. So I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Anything we didn't mention that you would want to bring up?
The one joke of Robin saying that Commissioner Gordon should have a bat phone.
Yeah, that was for me.
I laughed at that
you were
one.
saying like, I think we should get like a bat phone. It'd be a lot quicker. And Robin constantly, every time they go to the bat signal, he's like, can we put it like
See the
on
R right
this?
there?
Can we like maybe
He was just
Batman
fun.
and Robin?
He was funny, so I really liked his character.
I'm glad the one joke they didn't do, and I'm glad they didn't do it because it's like in every book like this, he's like, why is it always Batman and Robin? Why not Robin and Batman? I'm like, okay, I'm so glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I would have rolled my eyes at that one. It's like the one joke whenever there's like a book about a duo that can't work together. That always happens. I'm like, ugh.
Whereas we all know why it's Batman and Robin.
Yeah, whose face is on the car?
Yeah.
Whose money is this? No, but
We're not rich. I'm rich.
Yeah.
That line was so funny.
Yes. There's so many good quips in this book.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that this book is genuinely great. I don't love it, but I think it's a great book.
What would you said you would give it like a 4?
Mm-hmm.
What would you rate it?
Around somewhere between a 4 and a 4.5.
Okay.
Well. It is a very good book.
I think
it's just there are certain things that are hard to describe that are in my personal tastes in Batman that are not really present here.
Yeah.
That I would have pushed it to a 5, but it's still very good.
Yeah. You know, I think you just prefer more of the noir mystery Batman, and this is much more like crime thriller action Batman.
Yes.
Which I'm not saying I dislike noir Batman. Mystery solving Sherlock Holmes Batman is great.
Great.
Yeah, for me, I think it's like I said, it just has so much of the Batman aspects I love that it bumps it from a 4 to a 5 because Mark Waid is doing what he does best, which is he is such an old head. He knows everything about old comics, but he locks in on certain aspects with this book specifically on really old aspects of these characters that haven't been touched on in a while and just dusts them off and shows that, no, this dynamic has always been this solid for the 80, 90 plus years it's been around. Mm-hmm. And you have that, then you got Chris Samney on art and Lopes on colors, just killing it in every single panel. Like I said, to me, this might be a perfect Gotham, like aesthetically. I love that like Art Deco-esque style. I love how Batman and Robin look in this book. This book does the miracle work of making that original Robin suit not look bad.
And part of it is because because Dick Grayson doesn't look like an adult.
Yeah. He does in fact look like a child, which helps a lot.
It does.
As I said, the thing with Mark Waid is that you're never going to get a technically bad book.
Yeah.
You might get books that are bad, but the books that are bad are still very readable.
Yeah.
Because Mark Waid is very skilled.
Mark Waid is like the most solid writer DC has. Like if they just need a book, Mark Waid. You know, and Mark Waid can do it. It might not be the best thing you've ever read, but he's there for a reason.
Like he is there basically to ensure that their worst books are going to be all right.
Yeah.
Because if you
and then he gets to do something like this, and not to mention the sequel to this book coming out next month, which of course I'm excited about.
Just did the order for it last night.
That was also part of the reason why I chose this book, is because I will get to talk about the sequel when it comes out in August.
Now I'm excited for that.
Are you picking it up now?
I pulled it before,
Yeah.
not exactly knowing that it was a sequel.
Yeah.
But now I'm glad I read this.
Yeah,
before,
and it's same team, Wade, Samney, and Lopes, and just Samney's art and like I said, it being about like the fatherhood aspects of Batman is what bumps it up to a 5 for me. But I know it's not going to be a 5 for everybody, and when people tell me it's not a 5, I'm okay. I'm not like that emotionally invested in the book that I get destroyed. But yeah. That was a great discussion, y'all.
Great book.
Good book. I hope you all enjoyed, and join us next time. Well,
you want me to just go grab the book for the
it's
review?
right over there.
You got it, Nathaniel?
We unfortunately, Christian is not here, so he cannot say what book it is, but he has told us next time, not only will we have the return of Christian, but it'll be the first time talking about the other aspect of DC that is oh so important. That's right. It's time for Superman Up in the Sky. Woo. I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't read this book
First
before.
time reading.
First time reading it as well.
Oh boy.
It's the first time Tom King's getting mentioned on the podcast.
Oh yeah, the first time we will be mentioning the controversial writer known as Tom King. I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss next episode. For now, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope you all enjoyed the new mics. I'm really excited to get in and edit this one. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, do remember to read more comics.
Read more comics.